get on. So it's another day and I've just woken up. Yeah, I'm excited. I ordered a new microphone. So just while I whip the camera on. My original condenser that I was using, microphone, it's one that come with the Focusrite. And it was actually Jack that gave it to me. And I've been doing all my recordings on that. And I thought about it, I thought, you know, occasionally I'll be invested in some of this gear. It just makes me giggle because like the microphone is one of the most important pieces that picks up the information that you're putting in, you know. So I'm not saying that the one that Jack gave me was bad, it's not. It's done some very nice recordings, but this could be my new one. So it is a Lewitt 440. Let's see if you'll be able to hear the difference. We've got 2 tracks using my old mic. Let's see if this changes anything. I'm gonna get straight up recording in a minute once I've opened this. We're gonna use the booth so we can get the, you know, try and get pure sound. This Lewitt microphone was £200, which in the grand scheme of microphones isn't actually that much, but apparently it's got the same capsules as their more super pricey ones. And apparently it's built like a tank as well. Got a nice bag to keep it in. I've got a Lewitt wristband. Nice. That looks like a shock mount. There's the shock mount, so that's pretty cool. That's going to fit my cheap ass mic stands as well. Got a nice pop filter there for mine and Tony's vocals. I thought this was cool when I saw the reviews. This is a magnetic kind of like pop filter thing as well for vocals and speech and stuff, because it is used for podcasting as well. I think these are quite renowned for podcasting. And then the microphone itself, it's heavy. I think it's like a complete metal frame. That's another reason that I liked it, because it felt very sturdy. That is so heavy. So I'm excited. Should we get up and do some recording with it? See if I can remember to always keep it in the bag. That's all right, isn't it? Gonna have my cup of tea, get in the booth, start recording that back in. Lovely. Oh, a few little mistakes in that I gotta go back over, but that was a good take. Chuff for that, and over the headphones, not these wonky ones, because but over the good Sennheisers, the mic is sounding really good. I'm pleased, to say the least. It's just a pure sound. They kind of said with it, it's not the greatest, it doesn't add anything, but it gives you the purest sound. I can hear hardly any, bearing in mind it uses phantom power and all that, I can hear hardly any, you know, like buzz, whereas I was finding with the other condenser that I was using quite a lot, you turn it on and you would just hear that background noise. So yeah, going to be exciting to see where this goes, and happy days. Let's keep going. So just a random one, guys. I really wanted to hear the harmonies together with the triads that I mentioned. You know, that kind of thing. So I'm just going to play it for his first time I'm hearing it as well. I'm presuming that they're going to work. Because theoretically I read it down and they kind of work, and I've kind of played them both and I'm like, yeah, they work together. Let's see if they do actually work. It works. Happy days. It works. I was a bit worried about that because it was like, I haven't got time today to be rewriting it. They need to work. I mean, I didn't play it the greatest there, but just off the cuff. So there we go, guys. I'm done for the day. I've just got the backing guitar in, and I'm just having a little mix just before I have a nice cup of tea and go see my pigeons. That's a whole nother thing. My dad's got racing pigeons, so I'm going to go clean them out. But anyway, these Sennheisers, wow. I'm making minute EQ changes, right, across the board. I'm making minute ones. It's blown my mind. I can actually hear the clarity come up. And I know that you're meant to mix when everything's in to get a whole thing, but I just feel as though I can make the guitar sound better as is long as I don't make them too bright, which means they could compete against a lead. If I don't make them too bright, but I just make them sound nice in the mid-range and sound how I want them to sound, it shouldn't affect anything else that I put in at a later point. So, you know, I know it's not the way you're meant to do it, but let's go in. So I've rolled off, don't need any of this low end. I've given it a little rise where I can hear some bass, but it's not grotty bass. I've pulled out some boom. I've pulled out some 500. There was also a little grotty bit up here. It was like a really high nasally bit, and I've given it a lift as well. Just keep an eye on the ins and outs, because your ear can fool you. So if the out is louder because you've boosted all this, and we've got a louder sound, it will sound better to your ear anyway. So louder sounds sound better. You know, if you play something quiet and play something loud, you'd always pick a louder one. So I got my 2 tracks. They're going through to this bus here. On this bus, I've got my EQ, which I've just shown you, and then I've got a compressor. And when my computer wants to load, I will let you know. Dialed in some very light settings, and all I want to do is I just want to grab these bits where I mute the guitar slightly. So there is where I start palm muting slightly, and when you palm mute, you actually get a louder sound. So I just want them to grab here. So this will indicate when it's grabbing it. See, so when I start palm muting, it gets louder, and it's just grabbing it, but my ratio's small, so it's only bringing it down a touch. So you might not be able to hear it too much, but what it does is it just levels things out slightly, because we've got a lot of peaks where I palm mute it. And also what I noticed is with the compression, it also brought the bass out a little bit more in both sides. It brought everything a little bit more level, so there was even more clarity there. So, you know, you combined it and you've got something which was better than the original. That's what we're going for. So all in all, really happy with the Lewitt microphone. Album vlog's getting there, innit, guys? And I'm really hoping, I mean, this is for the hardcore, this, because whoever's sticking here watching it, all of this stuff is yeah, dedicated. So thank you if you've joined me along this far. Lovely job. In a bit.